relax. Relax, become aware of exactly that which you are feeling. Rest is that sensation, just sitting. Breathe gently, stay steady. Here I am. That I am. Eyes closed if you wish. Journey, the apparent journey is inward. Just sitting. My body is relaxed. The body is relaxed. Yes, the body is relaxed. There is no doubt. There is no question. There is no wondering. Just this. Turning inwards is not a turning at all. Going inwards is not a going at all. Turning inwards simply means that you've been running after this desire and that, and you've been running and running. That each desire soon or eventually brings difficulty, if not misery. That there is no fulfillment through desire. Seeing this truth, you stop. Not that you make any effort to stop. If you make an effort to stop, you are again desiring. Maybe it is desirelessness that you desire. All journeys are outward journeys. It said the apparent spiritual journey is an outward journey. How can you journey inwards? Already you are there. Already I am here. When going stops, when journeying disappears, when desire is no longer clouding your stream of thoughts, when desire is no longer weighing heavy upon the mind, then you are in. But it is not a turning inwards whatsoever. It is simply not being drawn out. Namaskar Bhagwan. Thank you, Osho, for those words. Something like those words, it's paraphrased. Lovely. Let's come to standing. You would have noticed that over the month that we have had together of daily meditations, there has not been a huge emphasis on the physical yoga asana practice. That has been deliberate, yeah, to not get too wrapped up in the physical. Mind you, this evening or today, let's get involved. Let's be physical. And now you'll notice that Kenny right now is completely dressed in it would seem inappropriately. Not the what do you call those things? The pinafore, the frock, whatever it's called. Jeans, Sunday best shirt, tailor cut suit or shirt. To be able to practice yoga and not need particular clothes, to not need to go to a particular place, for yoga to not necessarily be a social thing or a coping mechanism. If it is these things, it's so limited. To be able to, at the drop of a hat or at the arising of a thought, just slip into that yoga perspective, that broad, wide open, wild and free, simple, peaceful, benevolent truth of being is yoga. If it needs trendy leggings, if the trendy leggings need to be regularly updated, I have nothing to say about that. Yoga is not what you do. It is not something that you are. Yoga is what is going on at the essence of all that is. And it's there patiently sitting, ready to welcome you onto its stillness and vibrancy. Let's stand a foot length behind the front of the mat. Let's play with the 7 and let's flow through it. Yeah, for the crack. Wonderful. Standing a foot length behind the front of the mat. And let's feet wide and just twisting left and right with soft knees. Lovely. Enough. Back to center. Big toes together. Heels slightly apart. Hands at the heart. Inhale. Reach out. Open out. And let's breathe here. We'll expand the ribs. Lift the heart. Let's bring heels together. And let the buttocks be strong here. Breathe here. Reach out to the fingertips. And folding forward into a half-hour bend with the heart lifted, hands heavy. Half-hour bend might be enough. You might fold more deeply forward if your spine is healthy. Top of the head is heavy. Rest here. Lovely. Bend the knees, inhale, stepping. Left foot, a long step back. Knee down, sternum high. Lift the heart, lift the left ribs. Left arm outside right thigh. This might be enough for you. You might take left arm outside right thigh like so. Lift the right shoulder high, right hand lightly up on the left, lifting the back knee. Deep, strong angle, reverse twisted. Breathe here. Strong left leg. Long spine, lifted heart. Squeeze the tummy, pivot. Twist the torso. Steady in the posture. Right hand down, left hand wide. Step the left foot forward. Now stepping right foot an equally long step back. Knee down, sternum high. Excuse my back. Right hand outside left knee. Lift the heart. Stretch across the tummy, pivot ribs, chest, shoulder, chin. Maybe taking right arm outside that left thigh. Lift the left shoulder high, lightly placing left hand upon the right. Tucking in the right toes and lifting that right knee off the ground. Maybe breathing here. Strong right leg, straight right leg, left knee over left ankle. By stretching I am opening and breathing I am flowing. And placing left hand down, right hand wide. And now let's come to kneeling. And if you would like to kneel on the left knee with the right foot wide, like so. Left fingers towards the sky, steady in the posture, sliding the right hand towards the right knee, maybe further on. Wonderful. Bharadikasana, reaching for your dreams while remaining firmly grounded. Strong right leg here, steady in the posture. Let's sweep that left hand across. Left hand mid fingertips come to the ground. They might go onto a block. Right arm over, chin up. Breathe here. Notice the length of the body. Steady in the posture, steady body. Steady mind. And sweeping that right hand across, come to kneeling on the right knee, left hand wide, or left foot wide, excuse me. Strong inner thigh of the left leg, press that foot firmly into the ground. Right fingers reach up towards the sky, steady here. Left hand slides towards the left knee beyond. Laterally bending the spine. Stretching the right side of the body, the oblique muscles, the intercostal muscles through the ribs. Chin up slightly if you wish. Steady here. Wonderful. Sweeping right hand across. Now you might take your right hand onto a block. You might come fingertips onto the ground. Left arm reaching up and over. Again, chin up if you wish. By stretching, I am opening, and breathing, I am flowing. It's better light. Resting mind upon the breath. Brings together body, mind, and something much more subtle. Wonderful. And release. Sweeping that left hand across. Now coming to lie on your tummy. With hands just beneath the shoulders. Chin forward. Legs together, heels together. And now, without pushing on the hands at all, inhale. Lifting the body from the ground. Arms relaxed, ribs forward, heart lifting. Arms relaxed, elbows touching the ribs. And breathe here, lively spine. If you find that's difficult, just come onto your elbows. Slide the ribs forward. Bhujangasana. Some variation of Bhujangasana. Ribs forward, heart lifting. Chin tucked in, I would suggest. Keep the back of the neck long. Bring all of that fire from the belly through the air in the lungs and to the light of the forehead. Steady in the posture, relax. And release, rolling down. Hands meet the shoulders. Lift up. Lengthen back. And now come to sitting with soles of the feet together, inner thighs opening out, Baddha Konasana. Just thinking, possibly mini skirts, they might be quite inappropriate for yoga practice, or wedding dresses. Might not work either. Hands behind, let's sit tall. Partly kilts are quite a useful piece of apparel for yoga practice, particularly for shoulder and head standing, I've heard. Let's take hands inside the thighs, arms inside the thighs, hands outside the lower legs, come onto the feet, maybe lift the heart, lift up in the posture. We're not trying to get down, lift the heart, tuck in the chin, long lively spine. Steady here. If your spine has been injured, stay up like this, please. If your spine is well and it feels good to do so, release lower back, mid back, upper back, forward is heavy. And don't worry about trying to get down too deep in this. Steady in the posture, relax, relax, relax. And now let's keep the arms there. And let's again inhale, lift high. And notice the release of the shoulders and shoulder blades in particular. Wonderful. Lift the heart, tuck in the chin. And release. And come to sitting in any posture that's comfortable. Which might be sitting on a chair, a block, whatever you got. And let's play with that pranayama. Which this is one of the very basic pranayamas. Anuloma, Viloma, alternate nostril breathing. Your left hand have the tip of the index finger and thumb together and just sitting on your left, I'm not doing the mirror image of you now, on your left thigh if you're sitting upright. Now with your right hand, you want to take the index finger and the middle finger and bend them, take them into the thenar, the base of the thumb. So you're left with a position like this. I hope that makes sense to you now. Okay, so we'll do a short little practice of this. This is great. Yeah, it's so simple but so profoundly good on every level. At settling the dust, at calming the emotions, at balancing the energy flow. So what we're going to do now, with the right thumb, close the right nostril, exhale completely to the left. Exhale. Now through left, inhaling deeply. 4 and 3 and filling the lungs. Now close both nostrils, look towards the center of the forehead. We're straight into the full practice. Hold the breath in, rest the breath in as you look towards the center of the forehead. Slow through right, slowly with control, exhaling 8 and 7 and 5 and 3 and 1. Breath is out. Now right, inhaling deeply, 4 and 3 and filling the lungs. Close both nostrils, look towards the center of the forehead. Relax there. Through left, slowly with control, exhaling 8 and 7 and 5 and 3 and wonderful. The breath is out. Now that was one full round. Left, inhaling deeply, 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Hold the breath in, look towards the center of the forehead. Second double round. Through right, slowly with control, exhaling 8 and 7 and 5 and 3 and 1. Breath is out. Right, inhaling very deeply with strength, 4 and 3 and filling the lungs. Through left, slowly with control, exhaling 8 and 7 and 5 and 3 and wonderful. Breath is out. That's another double round. Last double round, inhaling left, 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Close both nostrils, look towards the center of the forehead. Seeing there whatever you might see. What do you wish to see? See clearly. right, slowly with control, exhaling. 8 and 7, 5 and 3 and wonderful. Breath is out. Right, last time inhaling very deeply. 4 and 3 and filling the lungs. Close both nostrils. Rest the breath in. See whatever you might see. Through left, slowly with control, exhaling. 8 and 7 and 5 and 3 and 1. Lovely. Leave the breath out for a moment, just see how it feels. Leave the breath out. Leave the breath out. And if a sense of panic is there, choose not to panic. Rather, together now, just relax. 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 Anuloma, Viloma, settling of the dust, the calming of the emotions, the balancing of the energetic flow through every aspect of one's being. Again, words from Rajneesh Osho Bhagwan. Meditation is a kind of medicine. Its use is for the time being. Once you have learnt the quality, then you need not practice any particular meditation. You need not do any particular meditation. Then the meditation can spread all over your life. Walking is Zen. Sitting is Zen. And then what will be the quality? Watchfully, alert, joyously, unmotivated, one walks. And the walking can likely be sauntering, loving, alert, joyously, unmotivated, unambitious, one sits. Not looking for anything in particular, not expecting anything in return, yet realizing how wonderful it is to just sit. How restful, how peaceful. Each moment one can be at ease with oneself. Not practicing anything, not cultivating anything. For the essence is at ease. The essence is at ease. This is the key statement, that the essence is at ease. The center and wholeness of your being is perfectly at ease. Do whatsoever you're doing, yet realize that at the very core of your being, the essence is perfectly at ease, cool, calm, centered. Meditation is only for the time being. It's a kind of medicine. relax. Relax. Become aware of exactly that which you are feeling. Rest is that sensation. Sliding into darkness. Relax. Become aware of exactly that which you are feeling. Rest is that sensation. It could not be any other. Here I am. I rest as I am. I am that I am. Just, if you wish to lie back now and take rest. And as you rest there, just imagine now, don't perform this physically, just imagine. This is not the same as the Anuloma, Viloma we just practiced. As you lie down and stay warm and be still, you may notice the movements through the body as I am breathing. And now just project your mind, imagine, visualize, feel that, and this is just for your mind, relax your arms by your sides, imagine I am breathing in through the left nostril. I am breathing out through the right nostril. I am breathing in through the right nostril. I am breathing out through the left nostril. Just for the mind, inhale, breathe in left nostril. Breathe out right nostril. Breathing in right nostril. Breathing out left nostril. Breathing in, left nostril. Breathing out, right nostril. Breathing in, right nostril. Breathing out, left nostril. And breathing normally, gently. If it will, breathe gently. And what might be one's deepest, darkest fear? Almitra, the Mayoress, spoke, saying we would ask now of death. And the prophet, the wise one, he said, you would know the secret of death, but how shall you find it unless you seek it in the heart of life? Breathe in. Breathe out. The owl, whose night-bound eyes are blind unto the day, cannot unveil the mystery of light. Breathe in. If you would indeed behold the spirit of death, breathe out. Open your heart wide unto the body of life. For life and death are one, even as the river and the sea are one. In the depth of your hopes and desires lies your silent knowledge of the beyond. Notice the breath. And like seeds dreaming beneath the snow, your heart dreams of spring. Trust the dreams, for in them is hidden the gate to eternity. Notice the breath. Your fear of death is but the trembling of the shepherd when he stands before the king whose hand is to be laid upon him in honour. Is the shepherd not joyful beneath his trembling that he shall wear the mark of the king? Yet is he not more mindful of his trembling? For what is it to die but to stand naked in the wind and to melt into the sun? And what is it to cease breathing but to free the breath from its restless tides, that it may rise and expand and seek God unencumbered? Only when you drink from the river of silence shall you indeed sing. And when you have reached the mountain top, then you shall begin to climb. And when the earth shall claim your limbs, then you shall truly dance. Breathe out completely. Now inhale deeply. Exhale. 1. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Inhale. Exhale. 3. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 5. Now leave the breath out. Leave the breath out. Do not breathe in. Leave the breath out. Leave the breath out. And notice any sense of panic arising. And refuse to panic. Now relax the body. Notice the rest at the tummy as you relax the tummy. The breath flows naturally into the body. Inhale. Exhale. Leave the breath out for a moment. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Inhale. Exhale. 3. Inhale. Exhale. 4. Inhale. Exhale. 5. Again, leave the breath out. Leave the breath out. Rest the breath out. Notice any tendency to panic and rather just take rest. Rest as awareness. And now relax the body completely and notice the abdomen drawing the breath deep into the body. And breathing normally. One's fear of death, there is one who tells the story of having coming back from beyond life, from death itself. Anita Morjani said, I did not come back from that near-death experience and thinking that I had to be a loving person, because that involves having to do something. She said, I had to come back and be love. I had to come back and be love. I would want everyone to know that every part of you is magnificent. Your ego, your mind, your intellect, your body, your spirit, your soul. It is who you are, a beautiful product of this universe's creation. Every part of you is perfect. There is nothing to let go nothing to forgive, nothing to attain. You already are everything you need to be. We make it so complicated, but it is not. If a religion makes you feel lesser than God, then you have either misinterpreted or it is not doing a good job of teaching you the truth. If a guru or a teacher or a master makes you feel that you are not yet enlightened and still have more to release or let go of before getting there, then they are not doing a good job of teaching you who you are, or you are misinterpreting them. Most of our suffering stems from our feeling less than. We are not less than anything or anyone. We are complete. The only thing that you have to learn is that you already are what you are seeking to attain. Just express your uniqueness with abandon. That's why you were made the way you are, and that's why you are in this physical world. Thank you, Anita. And now a simple breathing practice. Listen very intimately to the sound of your breath. And continue to breathe this silent breath. Just now breathe a perfectly silent breath in and out through the nose if you can. Gently breathing the silent breath, but not so gentle that the breath is barely there. For a very gentle breath can be perfectly silent, but it will not deliver enough air and oxygen to nourish you, and before too long one gasps for breath. Breathing gently enough to be silent, yet breathing enough air, vigorously enough, so that enough air and oxygen are nourishing the body. It's a very fine balance. Breathing so softly that there is no sound, yet breathing with enough vigor that the body's need for air is fulfilled. Breathing softly, gently, a silent breath. Relax. 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 Silent breath. Breathing softly, gently enough so that there is no sound, yet vigorous with enough vigor that you nourish the body.